is killing me. Hey, let's go hunting.
How about that?
What's up?
How are you?
Doing good, man.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. Oh, made it. It's been, actually, it went pretty smooth, man. Got out here, but I'm not going to waste much time. Let's go on ahead. I'm going to get unloaded, and then let's get out of here in the next 15, 30 minutes and go put binoculars on places real quick. No time to waste. There's deer to be chased.
Yeah, those are all antelope up there.
All those. But I know there's deer in there I'm not seeing. And they're looking at something. Almost looks like they're looking at something back underneath of us, but it's a doe and a buck. There's definitely deer out here. Be a good spot to start in the morning. Get back out here and see. Can't maybe get on a good buck in the morning, at least put eyeballs on one. Two unbelievable things. One, we got out. Two, I actually got somewhere on time, which is, if you know me, pretty incredible. Good morning. Going out to the spot that we checked out last night. Saw a bunch of deer piling out of the breaks onto the neighbor's property. Oh, the ag field's there right before dark, so we're gonna go back and we're gonna try to get back in there. We know there's gonna be deer down in those breaks, which is where we can hunt, so we're gonna try to get on them. I had my favorite one in there, the peanut butter banana, so I got one of those. Some blueberry almonds for snack time on the mountainside, or braeside. Nature's Bakery fig breakfast bars, those are good too. And these nut butter bars, I don't know if you've had those, but you should, they're good. And a couple primes, strawberry watermelon, just to mix with my water for the day. Everything seems to be just a little bit later this year. The group of deer that we were going to try to hunt, they're out here, but there's only one buck, and he's not the kind of buck we're looking for. So we're gonna take a look over here real quick. If we don't see anything, we're gonna go ahead and pack up. We're gonna go check some other spots that are traditional spots out here I like to check. We came check out this new spot that somehow or another my uncle and I have managed to not look at on multiple occasions. Just one second. Thought I was seeing another deer. I mean, I'm talking like years we've looked over this spot, and I'm not sure how. And we're walking up. I said, oh, I'm just going to go peek over the edge and try to get a look at it, because it's a bunch of breaks that come off of some ag flats. So it has the right recipe. And Adam said, you're not going to grab your bow? And sure enough, we walk over the edge, and Adam spots what's probably a 165-inch, maybe 170-inch mule deer. And he's bedded down in a very, very killable spot. The wind's about perfect, and unfortunately they're about 250 yards off of the property line. So we're gonna watch them here for a second and see what they do, and see if we can't put our eyes on anything else for that matter. Who knows what's on down in here. So, but good job, Adam. Way to spot that deer. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 does and fawns, and then 2 bucks. I'm telling you, there's a third buck. That dude was like, when you see a mature mule deer buck, there's no mistaking the body, no confusing it, nothing. You know it, and that's what it was. I just got to see him. Huh. Deer tracks in here, and there's not a ton, but there's definitely deer tracks in here, and there's fresh deer tracks, and not just
doe and fawn tracks. So not a bad buck, just not the buck that we want. That's how it's supposed to work. We just need about 170 inches of antler on top of that deer's head. All right, let's get right back down here just in case.
Almonds from yesterday. Well, day 2 here in South Dakota, official day 2, and we're leaving the gas station here. These guys have beautiful, freshly brewed, freshly ground coffee. It's one of the highlights of the day every day.
Oh, big mule deer.
We got eyes on a group of mule deer, one of which is a really good mule deer. So we got parked here, and we're gonna head for mule deer. Let's go. All right, we're gonna take our time, just kind of move around the edge here, kind of slow. We're, I don't know, half a mile south of where we saw them. We're gonna work around in this ditch. The wind should be out of the northwest right in our face. Just kind of take our time. Once that sun hits us, man, we'll go up. Just want to take a good look, take our time going out across here, and watch all this brushy stuff, because they could be down in it easily. There we go. Good morning. We're gonna go hit up a couple more little DIY spots, and this morning to keep using our time wisely and see if we can't fill a tag before then. But worst case scenario, we'll be back to our favorite place, I think, this afternoon, hopefully. Sounds pretty good so far. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Where the heck are those deer going? That buck's he kind of got down in that cut. I haven't seen him since. Well, we, man, got close again this morning on a good solid buck. He's probably high 40s, maybe right at 150 as a 4x4, and he's actually a 4x3 now because his twos broke off on his right side. But man, we got right up on him. He was bedded not 100 yards from us 2 different times, and he's obviously still cares about what his does are doing, which has been pretty interesting the whole time out here so far. These first 3 days, we've noticed that the bucks are nudging does. They're still paying a lot of attention to the does. They're still scent checking the does and lip curling and the whole bit, which is awesome for the experience, but it can also dictate your success at times, just like it did here today. Stinking deer everywhere tonight. That buck over there is a good deer, man. Gal darn. Oh, deer coming right down here. Don't move down. All does right now. We got a whole bunch of deer just over the fence on that other hillside there. And we're not getting a lot of action right here. We think the majority of them are up the finger from us. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to get in this low spot, go ahead and cut about 250, 300 yards off the distance between us and them. Some of them are filtering back down into the drainage. And if that's what they're going to do, that would at least give us the opportunity to maybe make a play on them before they make it on out to the ag field. It just depends on if they come this way or not completely. So, oh, cactus. If they go up over that hill, like we want them to here, what we may do is just come right up behind them. Let them get just slightly over the crest, and then we'll come up behind them.
truck back behind us, which may be why they're not coming this way. Ooh. Well, no shortage of deer. Matter of fact, we had about 20 of them come within 30 yards of the truck. We went down and tried to catch them where they're across the fence. We'll come to find out they all bedded up the draw closer to the pinch point here that goes out into the big ag fields behind us. And who would have ever guessed, man, that's how they would have traveled out at that point in time. But it is what it is. I mean, we saw a lot of deer again, saw some good bucks again. All right, we're gonna get down in this low spot right here. Those deer are just up the ridge. They're actually just over the edge of the ridge. So we're just gonna have to be careful. Once we get down in the ditch and we can work our way right up to them, we should be good to go. 2 mule deer doe walked right up on those 2 bucks. It's 166 yards. Couldn't get a shot, but I knew I couldn't get much closer because I was running out of width on the tree. And I'd had the wind kind of swirl a couple times, and luckily he didn't smell me. So I got my feet underneath me and decided I would bend down and then draw back, stick the decoy out. Well, I bent down and he caught just a little bit of movement. He was still okay, but he kind of went on ahead and stood up and moved around. I think he just saw the decoy. I drew back and I put it right in the pocket, and I've got a habit of getting excited and using this thumb button. I'll pull out of it. It's a bad shooting habit.
All right, last day here in South Dakota, and before I dig in real quick and tell you about how I'm a dummy and we're headed back to town when the sun's coming up, I'm gonna tell you what happened yesterday. So yesterday you saw us stock in over 500 yards to an old, cool, mature buck with a jacked up right side, scarred up ears and the whole bit. Got to 26 yards, knelt down, thought I had a good sight picture. The deer turned, took 2 steps up the little hill he was on, and I was so focused on burying my pin in the crease of his shoulder that I looked right past the fact that I was shooting through a branch. And so drew back, let the arrow go. At first, yesterday, I thought that I had somehow or another pulled off that deer and missed him at 26 yards, shot over his back. When we went back to the hotel last night, reviewed the footage, we saw that my arrow just barely nicked a branch and deflected upward. So still not good, but at the same time made me feel a lot better that I didn't miss a 26-yard shot, chip shot. So not that I'm not capable. So anyway, that's where we're at mentally. I like happy, but not, and all things. It's kind of a little bit of a roller coaster. But started out this morning by managing to forget my tag in my vest pocket that I've been wearing, and my vest is back here at the hotel. So luckily we were only about 15 minutes from town and the spot that we were starting out this morning. So we're run back, grab my tag, grab my vest, turn around, try to get back out there. We're still gonna get out to that spot a lot earlier than we did yesterday. A lot of bucks, hoping we're gonna make it work.
It's our good buck from yesterday. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna shoot down here and try to meet him down at the Y. Let's beat him down there. So here's what I wanna do. I'm gonna go grab my decoy. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get down in the ditch. We're gonna have to stay low. When we get down here, we should be all right, but we'll stay low. And what we'll do is we'll try to work our way up the ditch to him. This is killing me. I thought he was only 3 yards beyond that tree. I got up so quick when I realized what I'd done. He was about 10 yards. My gut feeling kind of hit me when I was there, like, oh, he might be a little bit further when I raised up. And I was like, no, you just got tunnel fishing. And so I just let it go, man. And it went right underneath of him, Pretty deer. Well, last afternoon that we will have here in South Dakota. Gonna dive back into this same spot, man. We've seen a lot of deer here on this place, and gonna get in here. We do have a deer this morning that was bedded on the neighbors. He's not there anymore. There's actually 2 of them. They've apparently moved in this direction somewhere, so try to get down into the center of the drainage and see what we can get done. You know what? That may be the buck that we were watching right up the ditch earlier. Let's try to work back. You just stay right behind me when you're done filming. You just tell me when. What we'll do is we'll go on ahead and work down. I can't believe that he came to us. Cracks me up. Spotted that buck when we were trying to get to this. We're trying to get this point right here so we can watch this main artery of the drainage here. There's a lot of stuff coming and going here, point in case. And that buck showed up. I don't know what buck that is. We've not seen him yet, but he's a beautiful 4x4. And I snuck up and started to look, and he was gone. I was trying to find him. And all of a sudden at 110 yards, he pops out down here to our southeast. And we should have probably been down in the ditch already, just waiting for him to come. And he probably would have come right to us. But anyway, he caught us out in the open, so. Our trip to South Dakota is pretty much coming to an end here this evening. And we had another couple close calls second half of the day here. And dude, I had the opportunity not once but twice, and just didn't go my way either time. So just part of it, part of the struggle. The struggle is real.